Real talks.
Back from Donald Trump and return it to the people, it will not be that difficult to change the trajectory of our country from an authoritarian nightmare to a place we are happy and proud to live in. What are those two numbers? One, from 2015 until now, the richest 1% of people in the world increased their wealth by $33 trillion. Last year, the American economy, the entire United States GDP, was $30 trillion. The federal budget was $7 trillion. This is an incomprehensible amount of wealth. Number two. In 1979, the tax rate for the richest people in America, the highest tax bracket tax rate, was 70%. By 1988, it was 28%. Last year, Jeff Bezos paid about 1.1% in taxes on his increased wealth. That is the problem. In order to shift all of that wealth to a few people, you have to degrade all of the social services that were the lesson of the Great Depression, that to survive global volatility and conflict, you have to have all these pillars of support in your base. In order to move that money, you have to convince people that they are a problem themselves. You have to convince people that there is a boogeyman. The government is a boogeyman that must be destroyed at every level. Immigrants are a boogeyman that must be extracted from our society. Where we see these dictators who have been in power for decades in other countries like Israel and Russia, we see wars. Why? Because there has to be a boogeyman. Otherwise, the people will rise up and overthrow what is obviously a flawed system. And now we have the same here in America with Donald Trump. The only thing that is happening, the reason there is war in Russia and Ukraine, war in Israel and Iran, the reason that we have ICE taking people and kidnapping them and putting them in prison camps in foreign countries, the reason that all of this is happening is that so a few rich people can get even filthier rich. That is it. Everything the right-wing propaganda does is meant to fool the masses into not seeing that. It is our job to keep our eye on the prize. And remember, if they want to talk about enemies, the government, immigrants, so too will we. The enemy of the people are the filthy rich who want to get richer and richer without paying their fair share. And when we all come together and understand that, we will transform America.